How do you become the relentless person that doesn't stop until they achieve their goals? How do you become so unbelievably relentless to your commitments that you don't stop? You just keep going. I think the three key factors that stop you from being relentless are setbacks, obstacles, and discomfort in a mission, right? When you're a business owner, you're starting out new, when you're on social media, going through school, whatever it may be, there's going to be things that prevent you from being relentless and just getting what you want. Setbacks, obstacles, and discomfort. So how do you be relentless despite these things? How do you, no matter what setbacks, obstacles, or discomfort is thrown your way, you just continue to be persistent? I think it starts by reframing your thinking. A lot of people think relentless and they think of a lion, right? Hunting a gazelle. It's not going to stop until it captures it and it feeds off of it. It's a predator catching prey. But I like to think of it a different way. I like to think of it as a gnat or a mosquito, right? It's by no means the apex predator, but it is consistent. Think about a hot summer day. You're sitting outside and all you can think about, all that's bothering you is that mosquito. It just keeps coming back. And unless you hit it, unless you spray it with some anti-mosquito spray or whatever, it is not going to go away because it has a mission and a goal. And by human or, biological nature, it's going to get what it wants. It's going to get what it needs to survive. So that would be the first thing I would say is think of yourself as a mosquito, right? You're not a lion who gets prey whenever it wants. You're a mosquito who is consistent and persistent on top of that. The problem with people being relentless is impatience. People are relentless for a year and then they give up. But being relentless doesn't have a time limit. You can't expect that being relentless will get you somewhere after a year. And then when you may not get there after a year, just give up because that's not what you were expecting. You can't go into it with that mindset. You have to think that I'm relentless because no matter what happens for the next 50 years, I'm going to get what I want no matter what. And that's how you really gain a mindset of relentlessness because you're not worried about any external outcome at that point. You just want to be relentless in this moment and keep going. I think the best way to overcome this mentality of being able to wait out any obstacles, any discomfort, any distractions is having a why that's so strong that it trumps any distraction, any obstacle. It's just something that's so strong that you have to achieve it in your lifetime. You have to be so relentless and so persistent towards achieving it that your life would feel meaningless otherwise. It really has to be that strong and that ridiculous. The idea of being relentless involves an identity shift. You have to understand that once you set your mind on a goal, it's time to make sacrifices. I'll give an example. If there's this one thing I want to achieve in my life, let's say that's becoming the greatest of all time in basketball. I need to understand that achieving such a high feat in any realm takes ultimate sacrifice and eliminating the desire for anything else but achieving my goal. On top of that, I need to accept that discomfort of letting go of certain comforts, waking up late, right? If you're trying to be the greatest of all time, you're not sleeping in. You're getting up early and you're getting your reps in. So figuring out what it is that you want to do, committing to that wholly and truly, and making sacrifices towards that, being truly relentless. Thanks for watching.